Welcome to Season 3 of the Take the Leap podcast. We want to thank you for being a part of this journey with us.
Whether you're just starting to tune in or you're a longtime listener of the podcast, you can expect to hear from entrepreneurs in all stages of their journey, how they got to where they are, and all the mistakes and victories they've had along the way.
We're excited to share new guests and have some returning folks from our first 2 seasons. Thank you for being here, and we hope you enjoy this episode.
Hey, it's Mary Williams, and I run Sasquatch Media Grounds in downtown Vancouver, Washington. This is where creators and entrepreneurs come to sound like themselves, not like some algorithm's idea of what's trending. We make podcasts and YouTube shows for people who actually do the work, not just post about it. No influencer fluff, no performative nonsense, just clarity, confidence, and really good sound. Come find us at sasquatchmediagrounds.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Take the Leap podcast. I'm really excited because Tori and I are going to debrief our first episode from this season. We interviewed third-time guest Mary Williams in her new podcast studio, or I guess, what do we call it? It is a content creation studio and recording space. You can do podcast recording, which is what we did. She also has it set up for headshots and co-working with folks. And yeah, it was just super, super fun. So much better than the previous season that we had recorded with her in Kiln, where we were just kind of flying by the seat of our pants with a laptop in front of us. So yeah, it was super fun and just really awesome to see like that next iteration of Mary's business going beyond Sensible Woo and starting to be Sasquatch Media Grounds as well. And I know she's been working with a bunch of folks on their content production and pre-production process and all of that too.
Exactly. And I mean, first of all, I think we should just make it a tradition that we open every season with an interview with Mary because she's kind of the best. But also, yeah, like just knowing her and being her friend and like knowing behind the scenes that she's been working towards this opening. It's called Sasquatch Media Grounds in Vancouver, Washington. And it was just really incredible to watch her journey from having this idea to actually opening it and then being there in person and recording with her. I felt very legit when we were there.
Yeah. It was very fun. Yeah. And we each had our own mics, and I loved the color coordination of the microphone wires and everything. And then I know you didn't get to hang out beyond like our recording session, but it was really fun for her to have the open house, and we got to see Eunice and who else? I met a bunch of people there. And then of course, as you know, I got like COVID the next week as I was on my way out of Portland. But yeah, I actually think I still have a couple people to like follow up with from that. Their emails are sitting in my inbox. But yeah, I mean, I still remember when that was just kind of like an idea on Mary's idea board. She worked with Megan Ekman and Megan's husband, Jeff, through kind of that ideation process to get to where it is now. So I think we did that in August of 2024. And so the fact that it was kind of a full year process to get into the space and set it all up and get it going. Yeah, I mean, and brick-and-mortar is just, it's so different than just running an online business. So I think it's really, really exciting. And I hope everybody enjoyed that episode, even though it is different than we've had before because of the camera angle and everything like that. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun to be in that space as well. Although I'm a little disappointed that we did not have any paranormal activity while we were there.
I was hoping for it.
Yeah.
I was hoping for it. That would have been really fun. And I did not see any ghosts while I was there either.
Yeah.
Because she's renting a space from a historical building in Vancouver. And we were hoping. Yeah. Although if you follow Mary, you'll see that she has shared a couple of stories of interactions she has had.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they were on summer break or something.
Maybe.
The ghosts.
Maybe.
Summer break.
That's fair.
Yeah. But I do know one of the things that was fun that we kind of covered in there was the Cracker Barrel rebrand. So
I forgot that we talked
yep.
about that. We talked about so many things.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal made an appearance, or
yeah,
we talked about him, and we definitely talked about the differences between online versus in-person recordings, and she really I don't know, she sold me on maybe we should have our podcast recordings there, because it was amazing. It was so fun.
It was really fun. Yeah. We'll definitely have to do it again when I'm back in town, just to have a few more in the space. It was really, really nice. And I know you and I have like the same microphone here at home,
Yeah.
but those Rode mics were very, very sexy. I was just like, it was like, oh, this is kind of nice. Maybe in the next iteration. But yeah, and I think one of the interesting things that we talked about too, and one of the things that Mary is trying to do is helping entrepreneurs build more sustainable and repeatable systems. And really, those are just a way to help avoid burnout, because you kind of have a reliable, you're not, I guess, burning so much energy, like reinventing the wheel all the time, which is really, really awesome. And if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check out her pre-production workshop, which I think is like a 6-week, a small cohort, on how to get everything kind of set up for podcasting, or even like any kind of content production that you have. I mean, I definitely feel like even some processes that we put into our podcast were learned through my experience being on Mary's first season of her podcast, School of Moxie podcast, where we talked about The Last of Us. And she had a lot of information and things ready at the go, and wasn't just kind of like being on the fly in each particular episode that was recorded, which honestly does allow for so much of a richer conversation when you kind of have the guideposts for what you're talking about first. So, pro tip, when we are talking to people on this podcast, we have researched, reviewed, stalked them online, making sure that we know the questions that we want to ask, and know a little bit about them. So we're not total strangers when we come on here. And it honestly just leads to much better and more authentic conversations.
Well, we've even had guests say like, "Oh, you asked such good questions," or I like had no idea you were going to ask that. So like, how did you find that? Because I know that I've asked questions based on like random blog posts that they've done, or stuff like that, because I've just found some really good questions just by doing a little bit of research, and it's really helped some of our conversations along. They're like, I had no idea I was going to talk about that. I'm so glad we did, and yeah, a little research goes a long way.
Yeah, definitely. Well, do you have any other reflections from our time with Miss Mary?
I mean, just that I love Mary, and we should probably interview her as often as possible. Shout out to Mary if you're listening. We love you.
Yes, we love you. I know. I felt so spoiled seeing you guys so often.
I know.
In that little bit of space. Yeah.
We miss Ashlan being in town. I get it.
I know.
But we still miss you.
Thank you. I'm loving the 80-degree weather. I can't complain about that. So,
I'm a little jealous.
Yeah, you'll have to come down. You'll have to come down in December for my birthday. It will probably be a good 20 or 30 degrees warmer here in Portland.
Get a little bit of a tan just to come back home to,
the rest of the winter months. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, let's wrap this guy up with our favorite segment, Tori. What was a win that you had for this week?
Yes. So this week, it's a new month, which I know we're recording at odd times for when people are going to be listening. But this last month was the first month I had with a new client that I had onboarded. And I just had the monthly recap meeting with her, and things went really well. We already had some quick wins come together, and she's feeling really hopeful about things, and I'm feeling really excited. So yeah, that was a win. I feel really good about it.
Awesome.
What about you, Ashlan? What
I
wins do you have for this week?
I actually signed 2 new Vegas clients.
Oh my goodness!
So yeah,
Yay! Congrats!
yeah, one of the networking groups that I've been going to here, the eWomen Network. This is like the second. I guess I did one. Was that before? I think it was before I came to Portland. So I did one of the meetings like before I came to Portland, signed a client out of that one. And then this most recent one that I went to signed another client out of that one. So we actually earlier today had a little bit of a video content creation session with my newest client in her home. And it was really great and really simple. Like I pulled together a bunch of questions that I had about her business. I just kind of like set up my phone and we put all the ring lights and all of that stuff up. And I just let the camera roll and just kept like asking questions and was able to like coach some of the responses or like say like, oh, say this a little differently, or please, include this in the end. And we have enough probably for a good 50 or more videos. And also told her, I was just like, yeah, and it's not going to just be videos. Like I can pull quotes out of what you shared or like make little carousels or find little photos and stuff like that. So yeah, it's amazing how quickly, like, I think I was there for almost 3 hours. But we have enough probably for like a couple of months worth of content out of that 3 hours, which is just wild to think. But yeah, with the way that we use social media and that videos don't need to be super long, it was very, very cool to have done that there today.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Now I just have to do the video editing, which is the other side of the coin. But we all know I can do that pretty easily nowadays.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah. Well, that's exciting. I know that you've really like been talking this year about how like you would love to get some Vegas clients since you've been there for a while now, and most of your client base is still in Portland, which you work remotely and it's fine, but still like, yeah, it's nice to have some local.
Yeah. And to be able to do different stuff like as well. Because yeah, even all the Portland clients that I have, well, now, last time I was up there, I did see a bunch of them in person, but yeah, it's cool to be able to like set up for like a film day or something like that. It has to be a lot more coordinated if I'm going to do that up in Portland. All right. So what about do betters for this week?
Yes. So my do better is okay. So I just talked to you about this offline. I this week took a workshop last night from Paya, who taught us how to have a better system around emails. And so my do better, like I have been drowning in emails and trying to keep my inbox organized. And I'm not saying that like I'm getting hundreds of like important emails every single day. A lot of it's just junk, but weeding through the stuff that I have to like actually respond to that come with like tasks for clients and stuff has been really overwhelming lately. And so that's my do better, is to have a better system, because like there's a couple things that have like almost dropped and almost fallen through the cracks because my system that I have right now just isn't working. But I will say I am working on it because I took her workshop last night and I'm starting to implement that, and I'm like, my mind is blown. She has such a cool system and way of doing things. So anyway, my do better is to be a little bit more organized with my emails so that I can continue to clearly communicate with my clients and meet deadlines.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What about you?
My do better is to get my Monday get shit done work block back on my calendar. I took it off. So I feel like I canceled it like so many weeks in a row while I was up in Portland in favor of like just doing a bunch of other stuff. And I've noticed I've let like client work seep into that time. So I think definitely need to go back to that work block, because that was kind of dedicated time to work on my own business. And then also it'll help me feel less guilty that I'm not getting the things done that I want done, because I have been sacrificing the time that I'm supposed to be doing that to other things. So that is my do better for the week.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well,
but yeah, well, listeners, we would love to know what your wins are for the week and what your do betters are for the week. So if you want to share with us on Instagram and tag us, or let us know in the comments on this episode, we would love to know what's going on in your world. And with that, we will leave you with those thoughts.
Thanks, everyone.
Yep. See you next time.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Take the Leap podcast. Check out our show notes to connect with us and our guests. If you have questions about the episode or ideas for future topics, send us a direct message on Instagram or email us at aloha@taketheleap-today.com. If you're interested in being a guest, fill out the guest interest form on our website.
If you're a new entrepreneur who is looking for a roadmap to move your business idea forward, check out the Take the Leap course on our website, taketheleap-today.com. Members who join the course also have an opportunity to join us in bi-weekly co-working and group coaching calls to build momentum and work on your business.
And if you'd like a flavor of what we offer, sign up for our free webinar with the 9 essential steps you need to launch your business with clarity and confidence. See you next time.